Hi everyone, my name is C.H. Venugopal Reddy. I am working as an assistant professor in civil department. Second experiment is analysis of continuous beam.
First, first year, first. So in the Stat Pro by using Stat Pro we can analyze the continuous beam. We can analyze the continuous beam. So open the Stat Pro. First open the Stat Pro and and select the new structure. New structure. You have to create a new structure. So uh, select the file name. Select the file name and also location. Select the location. Select the location. Select on the desktop. Select the location as in the desktop. So in the units are here. English and metric system are there, but better to use metric system only because we can give the values in meters. Give the values in meters. So first you select the new and after select new and give the file name as structure1 and location. Browse the location where this file has to be stored. That you browse it, location of the file, and whatever you are doing is only analytical method, not physical method. First we are select it as analytical method, and the units are metrics. Units are metrics. If you use English system for getting this changing of units, we can use configure by using by pressing the configure. We can by pressing the configure, we can change the units. We can change the units. We can change the units. See here you can see config. If you click the configure, you can see English basic unit English or metric, global access Y up, and remaining personalized application white, same color. Press OK. If you want in English, you can click the English. So now it is a metrics. We are choosing the metric system. So press OK. Press OK. Press OK. Now after selecting the file name and this location, you click create. If you click the create, you will get this window. You will get this window. So for you have to start creating of the continuous beam. This this experiment is analysis of continuous beam. So first you choose the origin of the continuous beam. So first point is 0 0 0 0, all zeros. The origin is 0 0. And next span of the continuous beam is said you take it as 3 meters. 3. This here x-axis, x-axis is in this side, and z-axis in this side, and y-axis is upwards. So whatever the values we are giving is for x-axis. Z-axis is not required now. One continuous beam means one beam is giving the values in the x direction only. That is first span of the continuous beam is 3 meters. Span of 3 meters. And after that again Continuous beam is a two span beam. It will be more than two span. More than continuous beam is more than two spans. So two or more than two is continuous beam. So you give one more span, same value, that is 3 meters, and press. Here first 3. After that again increment of 3. So again the next span is 6 meters. Next span is 6 meters. These values have changed. Next value, why should it be 0? Because we are giving in the x direction. We are giving in the x direction only. Y values and z values are 0. So first one is x is 0. First is origin, and after that the span is 3 meters, and after that 6 meters. So these are the 3 nodes. Continuous beam is a beam which is having span of 2 or more than 2 spans. Now after completing these nodes, you have to add the beams. You have to add the beams. You have to add the beams. So click add beam. Click add beam. Click add beam. You can add the beams. That is completed. And after that, you can give the supports. Click supports. Click the supports. You have to create the support first. The different supports are the create support, multi-spring support, foundation, inclined, fixed. So we will take it as fixed support. First, we'll take it as fixed support. So create a fixed support and select fixed support. Now you have to wherever the nodes are there, we have to give the supports. For that, you have to select node cursor. You have to select the node cursor. Node cursor is there. Select different cursors are the node cursor, beam cursor, plate cursor, like that. Different cursors are there. So you have to, for giving the supports, you have to select the node cursors. Node cursor, and after considering the node cursor, you select the nodes. Now assign to the selected nodes. After selecting, you have to choose assignment method is assign to selected nodes. Assign it. Assign it. So after getting this support, you can see, you can click on this joints. Node 1, the coordinates are node 1, the coordinates are x is equal to 0, and the joint node 2, x is equal to 3, y 0, z 0, and this one is node 3, x is 6, y 0, z 0. So we can know by clicking on this node, we can know the values. We can know the values of the coordinates of that node. Also, we can see this one is by using beam cursor. We can select the beam 1, beam 2, like that. And we can also label, we can also label you can also label them. You can also label them. So these are the different specification, geometry, view, select. In view, you can see. So here it is individual node label. If you click on this, we can label it. Can label it. Now, after completing the creating of this structure, you have to give the properties. Properties of the beams. You have to give the properties for the beams. So click on the properties. Click on the property, you will get the property whole structure. Property whole structure. To define it. Define the property. Generally, the beam sizes will be rectangle. It will be circular also. Circular T according as you wish. So, but we are choosing as rectangle. This is ZD is the width and YD is the depth of the beam. ZD is the width and YD is the depth of the beam. So YD you take it as 0.3 and ZD 0.3 meters is equal to 0.23. 0.23 is 9 inches. This is 1 feet. So you add it. Add it. You have added it. 0.3 into 0.23. So now you select that property and select the beams. By holding the control button, you select the beams. These two beams are there now. You select it and assign to selected beams. Assign to after giving these properties, properties, now you have to load the beams. So you have to load the beams. Loading of the beams. Loading of the beams. First you take the load cases. Load cases. Different load cases you have to consider. Load cases load number one, primary load. We are selecting as dead load. Here also in load case you write dead load in short form as capital DL. Capital DL. Capital DL. Here whatever loading giving on the continuous beam we are giving in the only in the dead load. In the dead load case. Now you select the dead load and new add load items. Load item. What type of load items you have to give is you have to select load items. Next is these are different loads are there here. Nodal load, self weight. Self weight also you have to give. So you select self weight. Self weight. Self weight of the beam in the y direction, that is -1. Downward direction is taken as -1. So you add it. Close. Select the self weight and select the beams. And assign to the selected beams. Assign to the selected beams. Self weight we have given. given. After that, again you select the dead load. Again, select new load items. Now next is self weight is given, and after that you give member load. Member load. So on a beam, it will be the load will be acting on uniformly distributed load. So member load, uniform moment, different are there, but here we consider it as uniform force, kilonewton per meter. So you take it as -5. -5, example, by considering it as -5 kilonewton per meter in the GY direction. This is GY means global direction and local direction. Local direction, GY, in the GY direction. Next, add it. Select this whatever we have taken the loading, 5 kilonewton per meter, minus it is acting in downward direction, minus is downward direction. Select it and select the beams. Select the beams by holding the control button and assign it. Assign to the selected beams. Assign to the selected beams. Now loading is assigned. Loading is assigned. Loading is assigned. After the loading, you give the analysis. After that loading, what you have to do is you have to do analysis. Define commands. You click the button analysis and define the commands. In this, you have to select perform analysis. Perform analysis. Perform analysis. You select all. Select all and add it. Add it. Perform analysis, print all. Perform analysis, print all. For this, you select the, you apply for the beam. Now you have applied it. You have applied it. You have applied it. Now you can see the loading. Loading is completed. Loading is completed. Loading is completed. Now what you do is run analysis. Run analysis. If you press the run analysis, the program starts executing. The program starts executing. It will run the program. So it is calculating it is doing analysis. So you can see here, analysis has completed. You can see the output also. Output done. Select view output. View output. You can see the output. You can see the output also. Now output is coming here. You can see. See here, this is the output. Load calculation, everything output has calculated different values. You can see here output generation, output generation, load type, dead load. So what is the UDL? What are the forces? Different forces are calculated here. Different forces are calculated. Displacements, forces, everything. Shear force and bending moment is also calculated. So now you can see the by clicking each one, this is the analysis has completed. So now you can see each by clicking each beam, you can see the geometry. What are the geometry we are given? Size of the beam is 0.3, 0.23 into 0.3 is the depth and 0.23 is the width of the beam. Property, geometry again, property. 0.23 into 0.3. Loading. You can see the loading also. Loading is dead load. Loading we have chosen is dead load. Shear and bending. You can see the shear force. You can see the shear force and bending moment. You can see the shear force and bending moment. Shear bending. If you select shear force, you get the shear force. You can get the shear force. The load case is only one load case. If there are more than two load cases, you select according to that the bending moment also changes. Next is deflection. Deflection. How the deflection? Load case. Deflection y direction. If we select in y direction, the deflection is like this. So deflection is like this. X direction will be not there. Z also not will be there. Only in the deflection will be in the y direction. For any beam, deflection will be in the downwards. Deflection will be in the downwards. This deflection will be in the downwards. So like that we can see for this also. Same. Loading 5 kilonewton shear force and bending moment, deflections in the y direction. Y direction. So like this we can analyze the continuous beam. Like this we can analyze the continuous beam using StatPro. Any type of continuous beam we can analyze using StatPro.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.